everything is working. Hello, hello, and welcome. All right, so for today, I'm continuing on the Acceleracer Chibi painting. Yay! What's up? So I did work a little bit more off stream on Nolo. One night I was working on animal ears and I kind of got done sooner than I thought. And I still had energy. So I was like, what can I do? And so I was like, I could paint a little bit. So worked a little bit more on him. Pretty much all I have to do, because the orange is still wet, so I can't really create a second layer on the orange yet, even though it looks very transparent and I want to add another layer. Pretty much his hair is not, I think it's pretty good. I don't have to paint everything. I'm just going to add in some darker areas, lighter areas, add in some like outlines. I actually really like this style that I've developed of outlining more areas of like emphasis, and not necessarily outlining everything in a bold line. It's just only some areas. I actually am kind of a fan of this style, so I think I'm gonna just continue with it. Yeah. And I have a paint palette. I already started mixing up some colors, playing with colors. I'm just going to kind of mix up some of these skin tones a little bit more. I was also going to work on his eyes. Do a second layer on those. Yeah, I know for sure I'll be able to finish up Nolo, and then I'll be on to Karma right over here. Hello! Hi, Evil Leia. How you doing? Yeah, and so I already mixed up some brown. I just wanted to touch up his hand right there. I already mixed up some brown for his eyes, or the color in his eyes. And I think the gray shadow is okay. Yeah, let's see if I can turn this around. Maybe have it upside down, but I don't want it to be. There we go. Oh, why are you bummed, Evolea? What's going on? What got you feeling down? And I'm doing pretty good. I'm just been working hard on getting ears done. I got 12 ears in my inventory now for my next show. Obviously not enough to walk into a show with, but I would say that it's a good amount like to add, and I'm very happy. And I actually have another dozen sitting next to me that all their foam cores are sitting out, so they will be ready to go. No, I'm sorry, Evo Leia, about the bad comment. Just delete those people. Those people don't know what they're talking about. Just know that comment isn't true and just delete it. Sometimes people are just, well, was the bad comment, were they being mean, or were they like trying to have some like a helpful criticism, like constructive criticism? Because I feel like there's two types of like criticism comments where some people are just trying to help, and I mean you can learn from them and it definitely is like helpful. I mean, I've had that before. uh like hence that ballerina painting that's behind me. Oh my god, when I first started drawing this ballerina, I got so many DMs about how she was anatomically not correct. You would believe, like, I started drawing a ballerina and people were like messaging me, they're like, this isn't right, her arms aren't right, and then they started like sending me all these links of like how to properly draw a ballerina, and I'm like, whoa guys, okay, thank you, but this is a lot. And sure, I could have been like, me, I hate these people, these criticism. Did I actually learn from the criticism? I did, because I looked into what I was doing wrong, and therefore I was doing a lot of things wrong. And I learned, and I grew from it. But I was just like, thanks. I didn't need all the criticism. But then there's some people that are like not, and I think that the people that were just very blunt, so there was no filter. So sometimes you have to sift through those people where you're like, okay, and I think all their intentions, everyone was, well, there were some people I questioned, but I know that the ones that mattered, they're, even though they were blunt, uh they actually, I know their intentions were just to try to help me out, which they did. I actually ended up fixing my mistakes and learning about anatomy. Um, but then there's, I think, sometimes people who write comments and they're like, this looks bad, terrible drawing. And I'm like, how does that help me to grow as an artist? Thank you for your useless information. Goodbye, you are now blocked. So, Evilea, don't worry about it. Like I said, like we were talking about yesterday. Oh, or not yesterday, but day before. Oh, being afraid people won't like my art. Well, as long as you like it, that's really all that matters, and you'll find your people who see your vision. Hi, Win. How you doing? Oh, Isaac's here too. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? I'm sorry, Evo Leia. Yeah, that's an uncalled for comment, I think. Someone saying that they don't understand the point of why the drawing is. It's like, okay, great, but sometimes art doesn't. Hold on, I'm trying to delete this bot. Um, Sometimes art doesn't have to have a point. Sometimes it's just there to make you happy. And that's okay. And sometimes it's just self-expression. Oh, I hated it in school where like every piece of art had to have this deep meaning, and like you have to write an essay on the symbolism and this philosophical idea of your artwork, and it's like, I just wanted to paint a sunflower. Why? Because sunflowers make me happy. There's no meaning. But then sometimes you're like, the sunflower is the symbol for this and that, and the equality and the psychological impact on the planet, and it's like, it doesn't need to be that way. So don't worry about it. Yeah, I think they were just badly phrased. Evalea, don't worry about it. Don't let that comment sour your entire day. It's all good. And you know what? Not everyone has to see your vision. that's what's great about art, is that it's so subjective. And one person might say that, but then the next person over will be like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever. And that happens. That happens all the time. Good, Isaac. Glad you're doing good. Isaac, you got a haircut. That's awesome. That's awesome. You got a haircut. Do you feel fresh now, Isaac? You're like, I feel fresh and all good. I always feel fresh after a nice haircut. Gonna move my iPad. Doop, 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 doop. It can move over here. It can be right here. Same, Isaac. I don't like rude people either. That's why I choose to ignore rude people. Or I just shrug my shoulders and be like, well, they're grumpy today. That's not my problem. Yeah, I've had that comments like that too on my art. I remember it was my Jinx cosplay. There was a comment that completely threw me off. It actually made me laugh because of how off guard it caught me. And someone said on there, they're like, sorry, this is just one of my Jinx TikTok reels. I think it was just me showing off the outfit and I wasn't even saying anything. It just had music. And she was like, sorry, this isn't really my thing. So sorry. I feel bad. I don't like it and it's not my thing. Sorry. And I'm like, no one asked you. I thought it was funny. I showed all my friends, like, look at this. Like, she had to announce that this cosplay just wasn't her favorite thing. Maybe it's like, what the heck? Okay, no one asked you, but you felt very necessary to you felt like that was very important to announce that you didn't like my cosplay. Even now, just thinking of it, I thought it was so silly. I was like, what? And then I looked at the profile because sometimes when like absurd like comments are made like that, I have to look at the like I have to look who wrote that, like what type of person. And it was some like little tween, like just a teenager. And I was like, good lord. She probably comments on every single post. I don't know. I didn't answer her. I didn't block her. I just left it as is. I laughed at it for a little bit, showed some friends. They all laughed. That we moved on. Oh, good. Glad you're feeling fresh, Isaac, with your new haircut. Win, I really appreciate your comment to that comment. Well, you saw a point enough to bringing up the conversation. That is true. That is very true. You know what? I like that win. Win, you win a gold star for that comeback. I like that. That's funny. Well, you saw a point enough to bring up the conversation. Hey, sometimes that's all art needs. Oh no. Yep. When sounds like the time for a haircut. I know, right? Could you imagine going into a pizza place and be like, you know what, pizza's really not my thing. I don't like it here, but then ordering a pizza. Hilarious. Super funny. I that's great. I know that is very true, Isaac. Who doesn't like pizza? Pizza's really good. I get it if you don't like certain toppings on pizza, but I feel like there's enough different variants of pizza that I'm like, there's something like that for everyone. It's like people who say they don't like music. That freaks me out when people are like, I don't like music. It's like, do you know how many different types of music there are out there? Like, I totally understand the people who like only one genre of music, or totally understand people that like all the genres of music, but then the weirdos that are like, I don't like any music, anything. I'm like, I'm gonna judge you. I know we shouldn't judge people, but I'm gonna judge those people. Yeah, Evilea, I agree. As long as you keep away the pineapples. I like pineapple, but not on my pizza. I'll have it grilled off to the side. Has anyone ever had grilled pineapple? Grilled pineapple is delicious. Like, I like pineapple. I like pineapple flavored things. I like pineapple juice. I like the fruit. I can't eat too much of the fruit, otherwise I get those annoying canker sores. But grilled pineapple, I can eat all that because it cuts down the acidity. So good. I mean, Evolea, I mean, fresh pineapple starts eating you back. I mean, fresh pineapple's super, super acidic. So I think I'm probably you're meaning those types of people like me. Sorry, I'm spending so much time on this eye. I am very, very distracted right now. I'm super distracted, so I'm taking a long time to decide on what the flip flop I'm doing. It's like, what are you doing? Painting an eye? But what are your plans for this eye? I don't know. Is it off? Oh, it's not off. Okay, there we go. Ooh, a pineapple burger. That does sound good. No, I don't think you're weird, Win. I like olives and mushrooms on my pizza too. That's good. You know what? Win, not as funny and witty with that last comment, but it is very true, and I still like it. It's still very, very, very true. Yeah, what some people don't realize, I think, with mean comments is that how much it impacts the person that's receiving it. Like, that person that made the comment will probably forget all about it in like 2 days, but yet the person that received that comment will remember it for a very long time. Sometimes it'll affect them for months, for years, for a lifetime. And I think people who make comments like that don't always realize the impact that they do have on others. Hey, it's Penman Inc. Hi, Penman Inc. How you doing? I know. I'm focused and distracted at the same time, Lynn. I don't know how that's possible. I make it possible. Aw, thank you, Penman Inc. Thank you. I don't know. I've tried to be an art teacher. Kinda sorta tried with and I'm not that great. I'm like better like art tutor. um that's why I like doing this. It's like, welcome to my tutor session. But thank you, Penman Inc. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Oh, really? Ah, yes, more cat clips. Thank you, Win, for making the oh so entertaining cat clips. Because IVA's is chaos. Alright, I gotta turn this around. There we go. Yes, I'm painting upside down. Eva Leia, isn't that a bees jerger? I think that's a bees jerger. Yeah, they did do that in the Buzz Lightyear movie, but with a sandwich. It was like a ham sandwich like that. That Buzz Lightyear movie was weird. I don't know everyone's feelings on that movie. I know a lot of people were mixed, but nah, I don't even know how to feel about that movie. The only thing I know for certain about that movie is I like Socks. I like the cat. That Socks is a fantastic character that Disney created. And Socks should have his own movie. No! I messed up on the glare. I messed up! 1 hour later, I know, right? And I'm still messing with the eye. Welcome to the fairy stream, where you watch me paint the same thing for an hour. Okay, we're okay now. We're in the clear. Let's see how long it takes me to paint an eyeball. Okay. Well, oh, thank you, Isaac. I like that. I have the brush to turn paintings into worlds. I like that. I like to think of it like that. I like to paint other worlds. That is true. Kinda is. You know, I like that Pen Man Ink. It kinda is. Like, we're just hanging out, creating. If you have artwork yourself that you want to create, feel more than welcome to grab your own projects. Just wanted to create a, safe and creative space for everyone. Or if you just want to hang out. Yeah, being an art teacher is actually way harder than like most people think it is. At least for me, and I have tried, but sometimes I like just know things and I don't know how to describe them. And I just do things. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like this beep boop bop. And I'm like, and then it's done. It's like, how'd you do that? I'm like, I don't know. I just did it. There we go. Alright. Now those eyes are all sparkly and pretty now. Now on to his hair, which I kind of like how his hair looks. It's just outlining pretty much. I know, I know, right, Isaac? Sprinkle. I wish. What's going on here? Oh, it's just just notifications. Nothing super important. So for his hair, I don't quite remember which. I want to say I added browns in his hair. I think so. I think that's what I added in. I think I added in brown. Trying to remember what colors. What colors did I use? Because I like this brown here that I made. I think I need like a lighter gray brown. I think that would help me out. I need more burnt umber. Oh, I was gonna say when, and I'm like, when you didn't send me anything on an Instagram. What are you talking about? Like, you didn't send me anything. I was so confused. I was like what? What is going on? Yeah, okay. Yes, these chibis are a lot of work, but I really like them. And I am actually enjoying painting them. Sorry if the progress seems slow. It's just that they're so tiny. Like, I feel like I'm painting those little figurines for D&D. It's like so small. Those are crazy. How small those are. Okay, I think that's the right color. It's not. I don't think I used blue. What color I used? Did I use blue? Now my curiosity has piqued to see if I've actually used blue, like a blue black for his hair rather than a blue brown. But you know what? Actually, the blue brown might work really well in the outline aspects. So let's experiment. If it looks weird, I'm going blue black because I'm like, there's only two options here of what I could have done. Flip. Flip. But I did get the notification here that Ka is lurking. Hello, Ka. You will not be ignored. I know you're like, don't acknowledge me, I'm lurking. But you shall be acknowledged. Alright, so darker brown. I take my very, very thin brush, the baby brush, with the dark brown that I just mixed. No, I like this color next to it. This is good. But it needs to be way more liquidy. More turpentine. And probably later tonight too. I'll work on this piece a little bit, possibly work on some more ears. And don't worry when I'm going to work on the brown mouse ears for ya. Gonna get those rolling. There we go. There we go. Yeah, okay. I'm glad that this color that I mixed actually works well because I was scared for like 2 seconds that it wasn't going to turn out very well. Yeah, I don't think this line right here. There we go. We'll just erase that. Something nice about oils that I like versus acrylics is like, see, that line would have already been dried, and then I would have had to repaint over it to make it disappear. With oils, it's almost kind of like adding another layer in digital art, where once I let it dry, I can like draw something, and if I don't like it, then I can erase it. Just have to make sure that the first layer is fully dry, which this is. I so badly want to add another layer to the orange. Like, I want to touch up that orange so bad. But I know I can't because it's not fully dry. It makes me want to... want to touch it up. And I found a fuzzy that I didn't even see. So is anyone working on any art projects right now? Anyone painting alongside me, drawing, crafting? Yeah, I'm like ready to keep moving along on this piece. Just keep going, keep adding those details. So funny, when I first started drawing these chibis, I was like, oh, this is so much fun. It's like so easy. Yeah, drawing them was fun, but painting them, I'm like, ugh, it's take just as much time as if I was doing realism. Just my brain process is different. Ooh, very cool. Playing some Warframe. Nice. Nice pen man. Very cool. Might draw something later. Gotta keep the balance of video games and drawn. Ooh, very cool win. Is this the painting of Kinger that you want to work on? Or is it a different painting? Nice. Nice. That's awesome, Win. Well, I wish you the best of luck, Win, with your new painting. That'll be fun and that'll be good. I accidentally removed a little bit too much of that line. Oopsie. Hey, hello, Wolfstorm. Welcome. Yeah, hello. Sorry if you were sitting here for a minute, Wolfstorm. I was like really concentrating on these lines and not like didn't want to mess them up. Ooh, very cool, Wolfstorm. How was your first con? That is awesome. Man, I remember that feeling of going to my first con and just I don't know. There's nothing else like it. It is just amazing just seeing like and being there for the first time. But yeah, please share Wolfstorm. How was it? Was it a big con? Was it a little con? Gosh, my first con was Phoenix Fan Fusion. Oh my gosh. And I I fell in love. I was like, this is my place, this is my people, this is where I belong. You know, definitely a heck of a First con to go to. Alrighty, sounds good, Wolfstorm. Thank you for stopping in. See you again in a minute. Yeah, definitely don't want to watch the stream and drive. That is definitely not safe. I would think it'd be just as bad as texting and driving. No distractions while driving. Yeah, yours was Phoenix Fan Fusion. That's awesome. Alrighty. There's Mr. Nolo. I still want to add his necklace. Or I should say it's actually his brother's necklace. Cannot forget that detail. I don't know if I'll be allowed to because the white t-shirt is still drying, but maybe it will allow me. Let's see if this gets muddy or not. Oh, it's not getting muddy at all. Okay, this bright yellow is definitely gonna need some darker colors in there, which I can add in later. I'm gonna spin it around. It's so cool. Okay, yeah, you can hardly see that yellow against the white, so definitely going to make some darker colors. Let's bring this forward, off to the side. I don't know if that yellow ochre, oh, look, the yellow ochre is still, there we go. Maybe I'll add a little bit of yellow to this yellow ochre. You know what? I'm gonna bring in also a touch of burnt sienna. A lot of colors go into gold. Maybe also some burnt umber in there. That's way too much burnt umber. Yeah, that'll make it very, very dark. And I don't want that. Over here. And this like this. Maybe like this. It's like Tetris. Gotta figure out how to make it work. Like that. There we go. That's comfortable, and you guys can see it. There we go. Now it's more noticeable. The T on his necklace stands out way more. If you've seen Acceleracers, you know the significance of this necklace and why it's so important. So it's Friday. Yay! Does anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? Anything? What's everyone's plans for the weekend, if anyone has any plans for this weekend? Rewatch Acceleracers? Heck yeah, Win. Sounds like good plan. Nice. Sounds like a pretty good weekend, Win. Mhm. Oh, I didn't even catch that spelling error when Jobs. Making money doing some jobs. I don't know, that's probably a word for something, and I apologize if it is offensive. Alrighty. Yay! Okay, I think Nolo is done for this stage in the painting. I think he's good. The only thing he needs is like a third layer of orange on his jacket. But other than that, I think he's good. Yeah, I'm really happy with how he turned out. Looks so good. All right, now on to Miss Karma over here. Let's see. Karma. Oh yeah, I wanted to do orange. Let's see if these the pants. Okay, I wanted to do orange, and the pants are actually dry. I don't have the orange is all dried up on my palette here. All right, I'll actually switch this around. It's a little bit of orange, a little bit of white, and a little bit of yellow. Now the orange stripes on his pants are pretty bright yellow. I mean bright orange. Derpity derp derp derp. I said that and I was thinking in my head, and I'm like, this orange needs more yellow. Okay. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of turpentine to it, make it a little bit more watery. I feel like I do things to oil paints how they're not fully traditionally supposed to be used. That's what I do, right? Take a traditional medium and totally change it up. I'm actually gonna flip it around where it was upside down to me. Seems like it worked out the best. Yeah, you guys get to see it good too. What's your unique skill? I can paint upside down. Alright, and it looks like he just has like kind of two stripes down the sides. Now this area is still a little wet, so I gotta be careful. There we go. curious about something, I'm gonna look at my other reference pictures. Looking. Nope, I think that's truly the way that they are. You know what? I wonder actually how... Oh shoot, wait. Hold on. The orange might actually be dry. I thought it was wet this whole time. I got fooled because this background here is still wet, so I was like, okay, since I painted it all at the same time, but that might be not the case. Let me... I'm gonna mix some lighter orange, more similar to what I have already there. That's just needs that third layer touch too. Just by adding white to the previous orange that I already have, but hopefully not too much where I don't want that like orange creamsicle look. Yeah, it's looking too orange creamsicle. There we go. That might be a little bit better. There we go. Oh, I'm so happy I could do. At first, I thought that I would have to come back to this third layer on the orange, but actually, I don't have to. I can just do it right now. And I'm so happy. I'm like, yes! I don't have to wait. As you can see, it's already looking so much better. So much more bold. Getting rid of that weird gray-orange color. And actually, I'm going to redo the outline too. Because as I was doing this part, I was like, you know what? The outline could be touched up a little bit. I know I keep teasing, when will I get to karma? Like, I will. Now the outline looks a little too similar to the orange I just painted. I'm gonna add a little, just a touch of orange, like that pure orange right from the tube. Back into this orange that I just made. Make it a little bit more intense. If I have to, I'll even add a little bit of red to it, but I don't think I'll have to necessarily. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. Oh, funny story time. So, this was kind of like a funny kind of gift and situation that happened. So, I was, cleaning out my room and I found some old happy birthday cards in a box, and I was just kind of going through them like, oh, that's too funny, and I came across one from my grandparents, and I discovered a craft store gift card in there. And I was like, or that's actually an art supply store. It was for a gift card to an art supply store. And I was like, oh, shoot. And I'm like, and it was worth $50. And I was like, oh my God. I had no idea that this gift card for art supplies was in here. So, and I'm like, how old is this card? It was from 2019. And I was like, oh shoot. I instantly started feeling awful that I had never cashed this gift card. And I'm like, I know everyone says like gift cards never go bad, and traditionally, yes, but it is not uncommon for places to get new reward systems or a new computer system. And if they get a whole new computer setup, then automatically those old gift cards wouldn't be good anymore because they got a new system now. So gift cards can expire, yes. And so I was kind of scared. I'm like, this is from a while ago, and I have no idea. And it is very natural for companies to get new computer systems, especially over long period of time, and you change, upgrade, that kind of stuff. New management, new owners, you never know. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just go to the art supply store and see if it works. It still worked. They had never changed their system, so they still honored the gift card, and I was like, yes! So I got some new oil paint, super happy. Really happy that gift card did not go to waste. But it was so funny. And I can't believe past me just like kept it in the gift card. I kept it in the birthday card that it was in and like stashed it away. I guess I assumed that I'm like, oh, I'll remember next time I need art supplies. No, completely forgot about it. But I'm happy. I got some oil paint and yeah. But kind of a funny story. Yeah, no, but thankfully their system still read it, like they hadn't changed. So, and they're like, don't you worry, gift cards never expire. And I was like, got a new system, it would have. But no. Because that has happened to me before. Where like, I'll get a gift card and it'll be like old and then take it into the store and they're like, oh yeah, we are under a new system now. But yeah, kind of funny story from the past few days. Did you just make a clip of a funny story? That's too funny, Win. Just clip my story. Alrighty. There we go. Almost done with Nolo. And then actually, I think he's like completed. Like, that's it. I can fully move on. I don't have to come back unless if I end up seeing something later, which I end up do see something later. I mean, you all know me. Heck, I'm probably gonna. I saw something before the stream, getting ready for the stream, that I missed on Bert, like a little detail in his pocket jacket. And I was like, Dad, that's just a touch of blue that I needed. Oh, it was a cat clip. Oh, cat clips. Miss Ivy, the funny cat. Okay, there we go. There is Nolo. Yay! Nothing's more important than tech you. All right. Now on to Karma. Yay, Karma. Alright, let me pull up. I know I have reference pictures of Karma because I'm still working on cosplay of her. That cosplay is not canceled. It's just currently on hold because I have lots of other things going on, and yeah, I just have so many things going on. There we go. Hold on. I'll put it like that. Just so many things, and I'm still learning how to sew, so it takes me a long time to sew things. But hopefully, I can get back to working on her. Because I do want to cosplay Karma. Trying to reactivate the like skin tones on my palette. Now on for the second layer. I know, I'm such a busy fairy. Yeah, I might I don't know when I'll get back to working on Karma. Hopefully sometime soon though. I have so many other cosplays to work on. So many and so many I want to complete. Maybe I'll get back to work on her once I like feel like I have a good amount of ears, and also too I want like new products, new pieces of art too. New posters, new stickers, new charms. Welcome back, Win. You know, at least if I can get Karma's face done, I'd be happy with today's progress. Because, hey, I actually did more than I thought I was going to. I thought with Nolo, I was just going to fix up his hair and touch up a little things on his in the eyes, but I actually ended up finishing everything I wanted to because the oil paint was dry. And I was like, cool. Didn't even fully realize that the oil paint was fully dry, so that's awesome. Hey, it's it's Nacho. Hi Nacho, how you doing? You got an ad for Spider-Man? Spidey-Man! That is awesome. How you doing, Nacho? Thank you for stopping in. I wasn't sure if you were gonna stop in today or not, because I know you've been crazy, crazy busy with like work and all that stuff. And I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I understand if you don't show up because I know you're crazy busy. But I'm glad that you're here. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that Karma was that far off the I am so sorry. Was way off the like viewpoint of the camera. I was like, girl, why are you over at the edge? So sorry I was painting like that. Whoops. My bad. Sometimes I like wonder if I should get one of those like marker squares that they use in plays, like X's, like you must stand here and you're in the viewpoint of the camera. But then at the same time I feel like I would still be off screen somehow, even if I drew myself guidelines. Feel like somehow it'd make no difference. There we go. I know she looks like a really weird clown with like contour. A clown with bad contour. But I'm gonna go in with the brush and blend it. Blend. Blend, I say, blend. It is really like doing makeup. And then there's a fuzzy getting a little bit. Popcorn. Brought some popcorn with. Nice. Okay, and then I'm actually going to, I need a slightly darker pigment. And do I need more white? Yes, I do. I used up all the white. I like the cute little animal Evolea. So cute. So adorable. I'm just like, ah. All right. Let's mix a slightly darker skin tone. Here, I'll show you what I'm doing. Doing good, Nacho. Doing good. Very happy with where this painting is going. Even though it's taking a long time to do, I'm still happy with it. I'll definitely have to keep this in mind anytime I do more chibi paintings, because I definitely did not think that this painting was going to take so much time. Not at all when I started it. But now anytime that I'm like, oh, I should do this character set and this character set, yeah, maybe I need to think about it twice. Have no regrets. I still, like, even though if I knew it was going to take this much time, I would still do all these characters. Like, absolutely. Just something good to know. I think it's always important as an artist to be like, okay, this is going to take me this much time to do. Is it worth the investment of that time? Ooh, fun. When you're gonna join me in the painting group? Oh, welcome back, Win. I swear you didn't miss much. Missed me. Retouch up the same part 20 times already. Yeah, if I can at least get these outlines done, then I'd be happy. Sorry that I fell silent. I was just, I don't know, I was really just, got lost in my thoughts of what's my next plans for this painting. More like what's my next plans for like Karma, how I want to paint her. And I just totally got into the zone. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that one. Oh, that's right, Nacho. You did tell me that, yeah. One of the producers. Yeah, one of the producers for Acceleracers is also voices Monkey. I think that's so funny to be like, yeah, I wanna be in this movie, but I'm gonna be the goofy one. Sorry, I'm like off again. See, I feel like this top row is at such a weird place for it to be in the viewpoint of the camera, but like workable for me. It's just in a really awkward place. It's because the proportions are just so long on this canvas. I like I really like the dimensions of this canvas for painting on, but for showing it on the stream, I'm learning that it's a bit tricky. Or at least for the edges. I feel like this top row is the weird one. I feel like it gets not so weird when it comes down here. Alright, now for her eyes. I just realized I don't really have this blue color mixed up, so I guess I'll have to mix that in at some point. You know, this more and more of the slight little touches. I at least want to finish the whites of the eyes before the stream is over. At least want to finish that. I don't know if I can get to the color with the speed that I'm going at, which is slow. Because your fairy here is a perfectionist. Just like Karma, who's also a perfectionist. Gets 99%. Not good enough. Must strive for that 100%. Hold on, something's funky going on with her eye that I need to look at right side up, and hopefully, whoop 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 whoop, put something to my computer when sliding over. You guys even see well? You can see well. Sweet. There we are. Those eyes are a little too bug-eyed, but I will go back and fix them. Oh no, I touched her face. Of course I did. Whoopsies. There we are. Hi, hi. I'm coming. Do you have a Miss Ivy? Was she napping?
She was napping. Yes.
No.
She was napping with Chloe.
No. She's a baby.
Yeah, she is.
She's a floppy kitty. Thank you for bringing her. Look, it's Miss Ivy. It's the kitty. The kitty wants to say hi. Who is she sleep? She's sleepy. She's floppy. Yeah, hi. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, you woke up and you're like, whoa, I'm in another room. Look at her, she's so cute. Say hi. I kissed her head. All right. No, Nacho, she's not a little menace. She's a kitten. Now she's behind me. Sure. No. He's a good baby. Well, maybe not at 4 a.m. when she wakes you up, but she's a good baby. She's definitely those cat memes where people make where they're like, oh, it's 3 a.m. That means it's time to get up and run around the house and bang pots and yep, that's Ivy. She is 100% one of those cats. This morning she woke me up around 4:30ish, something like that. And she decided to jump from my um from my bed to my dresser. And I'm like, absolutely not. here. Is it Plip Plibly? Pl Pulby? Hello, hello, well, welcome. Welcome, 3D. Yeah, I'm just working on some painting. I'm actually finishing up here. Normally this is like right around where I end, but I'm at a not so good stopping point in my painting. So, and because I'm not at a very good stopping point, it's going over a little bit. But welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it's Bobby. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. Well, welcome, Bobby. Welcome to me painting things. Nice to meet you too. I'm glad that you can join. And I'm glad that you caught the stream right before I actually ended it. I'm actually over a little bit, so. Mind you, I'm doing this upside down. Might have to be some touch-ups later. Aw, Evo Leia, you're always so kind. I know you'd probably like, you're like, I don't care if you go over time. You're more than welcome to do so. Thank you. All my cosplay props. So not only do I paint, but I also do cosplay. So pretty much all the props here I've made. Actually, all of them except one on that wall. Well, no, two. Two I have not made. The rest of the stuff I've made. There we go. Okay. You know what? That's good enough for eye makeup for Karma right here. I will finish the eyes at another time. I can never I don't like it when I don't like stopping a painting project when I'm not at a good stopping point. I feel like fellow artists understand me. There we go. Any like 3D printing and that kind of stuff? I do not, but my brother does. So, I have like a bunch of little 3D printed toys here. Some of these props are foam, some of them are 3D printed, but I can't take the credit for 3D printing. That's all my brother's stuff. I like to paint this stuff. So, um, gosh, I've painted all kinds of little 3D printed things, but any 3D modeling is way over my head. I'm fascinated when other people do it, but as for me, I go, yeah, I will stick to my physical items in this plane, not the computer plane. You're all good, Wing. You're all good. Not everyone's cup of tea. For the 3D modeling, it's not like it's not my cup of tea. It's just that it goes way over my head. I think it's super cool of an art form when people 3D model stuff, and I love seeing like watching people's like thought processes or just the process of how things of 3D modeling goes. I'm fascinated by it, but me applying it myself, nope. I'm like, that's over way over my head. Alrighty, Nacha. See you later. Thank you for stopping in. Ah, I don't know. I don't know about that, Bobby. Thank you though for being optimistic. I'm guessing, Bobby, that you like 3D modeling and that kind of stuff. I'm guessing also with the 3D be in your name. My gosh. Well, that is it for today. Oh, and I see that you followed Bobby. Thank you. Thank you so much. Aw. Sorry, you probably did that a while ago, and then I was like, sometimes I get focused on this, especially with tiny details like eyes. Well, thank you. Well, anywho, um, that is it for today. I know time flies so fast. But I got done with Nolo here, now working on Karma. um Maybe I'll work on her more off stream so you guys will kind of see like a jump in progress. But like I said, I have like animal ears to make. I'm also trying to make a casual cosplay. Shouldn't take me too much time. I made the oopsie of this morning of completely forgetting that I was going to foam smith outside early morning until I woke up, and it was already too late. And I was like, okay, well, that's that. Aw, thank you, Eva Leia. Thank you. Aw, and thank you, Win. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining. I will be back on Tuesday at the normal time. Where I'm not sure what I'll work on, most likely this painting. Unless if I make really good progress on the animal ears, then I will work on that. So it'll be a surprise for Tuesday. And bye, Bobby. Thank you. Alrighty, and yeah, see you next time, Evil Leia. See you next time to everyone. See ya, guys. Bye.